So say you're getting married, right?
Right.
You got everything settled out. You're married. It's the day before the marriage.
Okay.
And your soon-to-be wife tells you, "I want you to take my last name." What do?
What's her last name?
It doesn't matter, I guess. But
if her last name is Powers, fuck yeah, Axel Powers. Are you kidding me? Fuck Parada. Give me Powers. I'll take Powers any fucking day of the week.
Right.
But if it's something like Gutentov, top of my head.
Axel Gutentov.
I actually like that though.
I like it too. I was thinking about that. I'm like, that sounds pretty dope if you think about it. So no, but let's just say like an average last name.
If it means a lot to her that I go through it, I guess so. I mean, I wouldn't see a big deal. It'll be weird to explain how my kids are a different last name than mine though.
Ooh, that's right.
And if I were to do this, I'd full on commit to it. I wouldn't hyphen Parada, you know.
No.
I would full on commit to it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the right way to do it if you're gonna do it, I guess.
Yeah. Would you?
Honestly, I don't think so.
No?
I mean, I respect it if we're both in the situation where she's like, I don't want to change my last name, then I can understand, I guess, you know, they would have the reason. And this is the name they live with their whole life. And that's my thing. I've lived with my name the whole life. I don't know if, like, I would be able to change it just like that.
I mean, I see your point of view as well. Me personally, if it means a lot to her, fuck it. Why not? Now, if she were to come up to you on the first date and say, hey, whenever we get married, which is, by the way, crazy, like immediately right off the bat, crazy. But on the first date, if she tells you, if this goes good,
right,
and should we get married, I'd like to change your last name.
Right.
Would you, like, end the date there, or?
I mean, the first strike was marriage on the first date.
Yeah. That's what I said. Fucking crazy. Now, I had a thing. Well, I ended a date. Like, immediately.
Dude, like,
so
what had to happen so you could do that?
Okay, I'm like, I love steak.
Okay.
I love all kinds of steak.
It's fantastic.
Bro. It's fucking, like, it's amazing. The woman had the audacity to order a well-done steak. And at that moment, I was like, I don't see myself going anywhere else with this person.
Is that serious?
It was that serious to me. I made an excuse to, like, leave. I left money for our meals.
Are you willing to share that excuse?
My kids were sick. I had to go pick them up. So okay. That's the wonderful thing about having kids. You know, you could just side phone, be like, hey, text me in about 10 minutes. It's an emergency. One of the kids, hospital. I don't know. Just make some shit up.
I gotta go.
And I read the text. Oh, look, hey, one of my kids is sick. Gotta go. Here's money for the food.
Read them and weep. Had
a great time. We should do this again. And then bam. We should do this again is code for you'll never see me again. Anybody dating anybody anywhere at all, we should do this again sometime, is code for you'll never see me again. And I did. But I can't date a psychopath, dude, that gets a fucking well-done steak.
So what do you like your steak at? Oh, we actually talked about this.
We talked about this on the previous podcast.
Yeah, we did talk about this.
Yeah. Obviously, like, medium rare.
Yeah.
Medium well, I'm okay with that. I like it. But medium rare is, like, the best.
What is the last level that you would have accepted her going through? Or choosing?
Medium well.
Medium well?
Yeah. But
that's the one right before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have been okay with that. I'm not trying to break my neck, dude, eating a well-done steak.
I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm reading something curious here that you wrote down.
Uh-huh.
Deep throat toothbrush. What? I
Listen, every podcast, in some type of way, we're going to get sexual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Except last week's episode. That one was not sexual. But I was brushing my teeth. I have a thing where I brush my teeth, and one of my hands is free. I like to use that free hand to get a Q-tip and clean my ear as I brush my teeth.
Okay.
So I reached for the closet door, and it was stuck.
Yeah.
And I pulled on it, and I was side brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
I was brushing the sides.
Yeah.
And when I pulled on the door, the toothbrush went into my throat, and I was like, oh. And I was immediately, I gagged, dude. I pulled the toothbrush out. I mean, it went deep, dude. It went deep in there. I started like tearing up a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, did I just deep throat my goddamn toothbrush? Like, I started thinking about that. And I was like, I think I just did. Like, I full on put this toothbrush deep in my fucking throat. I have respect for porn stars now, dude. Like,
they got talent.
Yeah, they have fucking talent. I got so much respect now. That is like beautiful. Like beautiful. It's a work of art. I can't do it, but it's a work of art.
We were not meant for this.
Some people are. Some people
some people are. Yeah. I mean, they're in the industry.
Mm-hmm. But props, man. I gave them respect. It's a work of art, dude. Yeah.
So I went out to an event this weekend. It was one of them things where it was planned ahead of time. What was planned out was completely changed into something else.
Last minute.
Okay. For the most part, last minute. Everything changed. Mm-hmm. The people that were going to be there, where we went, and everything. I want to have a couple of drinks.
Okay.
Do you have a preference between planned events or last minute events?
If it's a planned event, I will cancel on you.
Exactly.
Or I will pray that someone cancels, and I'll be okay with that, because I'm more of a spontaneous person when it comes to planning out stuff. If you tell me, hey, in an hour, you want to go out to this place, I'll fucking do it, because you caught me in a moment where I had nothing to do. If you give me like weeks ahead of time, hey, on this day, I will. Over. Between now and then, I have enough time to come up with a really good excuse. So I'd rather you catch me off guard and say, hey, let's go out in an hour, and I'll fucking go, than have time. Because if you give me time,
right,
you're giving me time to cancel on you.
Right.
So I always prefer like spur of the moment, meetups.
Right.
It's always better for me.
Last minute plans.
Yeah.
And also, and that's one thing, for example, people not going or leaving out of the van or not showing up, or even say the place you were going to would be closed or whatever. It's the expectation you set to have towards the day, and then you don't meet it. And it's just like when everything changes, it's just like,
I'm about to put you in the hot seat right now.
Why?
Because you talked about planning events, making sure that the date is set. Did you not get the invitation to last week's quinceañera?
Oh my god, dude!
you were invited and you didn't show up.
You had to go there.
Yeah. Listen, you not us because you bring this up about having planning events and not showing up.
I'm on the hot seat.
You were invited.
I'm on the hot seat.
Weeks ahead of time.
So this is what happened. It was my sister's birthday. She told me about a good 5-6 months ahead that something was going down. So she told me save the date. And I saved the date. And I'm like, cool. A month ago, my sister says, hey, so we're not going to go here anymore. And this is what's going to go down. And I'm like, cool, let's do it. So we get the invitation about a week later. And it says that date as well. So when was Saturday? The 17th, August the 17th. Both were planned for August 17th. So inside my mind, I'm like, okay, August the 17th. At times I would think I'm going over there with Monica. At times I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to the 15th. 3 days before the event, no, 2 days before the event, it snapped to me. I'm like, wait a minute, these are on the same fucking date. Like, what do I do now? And it was just, yeah, I tweaked.
I mean, you had already committed to, because now that I'm hearing your side, it's like you had already committed to Monica's event months ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess I kind of did fall under that.
No, but you're right though, because you had already committed. So. Except your fuck up was when you committed to two. Not remembering the dates.
Right. That's on.
Yeah. That's where it was. Because I was wondering about that, and I know we talked about not like why you didn't go earlier, but now that I know more about it, I'm on your side now. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So yeah, I admit when I'm wrong. I can do that. I'm okay with bruising my pride for a little bit.
For a little bit. I mean, you already deep throated your super, so
listen, man,
you can't. You can be.
I'm okay with having my life out in the world. I've never been afraid of that. I wear my heart on my sleeve. What? Why? Why is that? Why is that a saying?
Why is this even a saying at all?
Yeah.
Earlier today, I was having a conversation with someone, and I said that, and then I was. It's crazy that you're mentioning or saying that now. I don't know why it's a saying.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig deep into that. Because I never thought about it. You wear your heart on your sleeve.
Like right here. The sleeve is the upper part of the.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my wrist. I don't know why. I'm looking
at your wrist.
Yeah.
When you get a heart attack, your arm hurts, right?
You're thinking too much into that now.
I think I am thinking too much into that. You know what? Fuck that conversation. Let's go into something else.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Fucking quickly get us out of this one.
Okay, so you remember that blue and black dress, or gold and white?
Yeah. It was white, right?
Well, some people saw it like that. Some people saw it blue and black. I can't remember how I saw it at the time. But I do remember that I used to see the picture at different times, and I saw both at one point. So, my thing is, what causes that? If, say, we got 100 humans, 100 Homo sapiens, standing standing in front of a car or a truck, any vehicle of some sort, and do we all see? Not all of us, but do one of those 100 people see different colors?
I'm not sure.
Different texture or anything?
What's interesting to me is this. It's a picture of a dress.
Right.
The picture is not a video. It's a picture. It's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't change the glare.
You can't.
It's the picture. It's a still picture. It's a picture.
Right.
They're looking at this. They're looking at the exact same picture, but they're both seeing different colors. Right.
That's
what intrigues me about that. It's like I don't understand that process.
What causes that?
I don't know. Do you think it's something with like your cortex?
It could be, but there were so many people with different opinions on that, and it's just like, does everybody have a different way of seeing things?
Of seeing colors?
Well, not everybody, because a lot of people would agree. It was two different options, but
listen, it was 50-50.
It was.
Somebody's wrong, somebody was right. 50% of whoever saw it is wrong. And that's the thing. But how does one identify? You had to have seen it in person, though, man.
I think the picture is altered. Maybe.
How, though? If you and I are looking at the exact same picture, but you and I are both seeing different colors, it's like, how is it altered? It has to be in our head. I mean, it's something in our eyes that is causing us to see a different color than the other person.
Well, because supposedly the person that took the picture, they also saw it in different colors, right? Or no. They said it was gold and white.
And then some say that it was blue and gold, right?
Where is this fucking dress? Let's go look for it.
I don't know. You got your phone? Pull it up.
What do you see at the top?
Top, I see black and blue.
You see black and blue?
Yeah.
I see gold and white.
What?
Yeah.
Girl.
Gold and white.
No.
I can see where...
This is blue and this is black.
No, this is gold and this is white. I can see some...
Even all of this, like even the bottom pictures, they're black and blue.
They're all white and gold.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is so weird.
So that's what I'm saying. The point was that if we're standing... I don't know what causes that, but say we're both standing in front of a car. Do we see different shades of that color, or can we see the difference in the colors?
It would have to depend on the glare of the sunlight.
We're under the same light right now, and we still saw different colors.
I don't know, bro. I'm already thinking of the multiverse already. I'm already thinking of a way out of this conversation. Like, I don't know, dude.
It's wild, dude.
It is fucking wild, man.
I never understood that. So it was like,
that is fucking tricky.
You know, when the whole thing came out with the dress,
yeah, I
didn't care about, everybody was hyped about, oh, what color is it? What I was intrigued about at the moment was why. Why does everybody see it a different color? Like you said, that's what I was intrigued about, or what is causing it. At first, I thought it was just two different pictures. Honestly,
I wish I had my laptop here and fucking research like eyes. I'd have a full-on page about eyes, like eye perception. Why is it that different people see different shit? Because I'm really intrigued in that. I thought we were gonna see the same color.
I was thinking that too, but we saw a different color.
That's fucking trippy though.
They also did it with the Laurel and
Yen.
And then I showed it to my mom, and she heard one thing, and I heard the other thing.
I heard Laurel at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then when somebody pointed out Yanni or whatever the fuck the other name was,
Yeah.
I heard it again, and then I heard the other name. I could no longer hear Laurel, and I was like,
You're a traitor.
yeah. So I thought, I was like, my ears are deceiving me. Like, I heard it the first time, but
Right.
now I'm not hearing it the second. And then at first I thought maybe somebody was fucking with me, like switching the videos.
Right.
But no, I would hit replay, and it was the exact same fucking video. And I was like, I don't get it, man. People really fuck with that shit.
I'm curious to know about stage name Axel. Your name is Axel.
My name is Axel. So, for those of you that don't know, I write music.
Okay.
I play my guitar, and I've written songs. I had a cat recently, Billy the cat.
Mm.
My friend Selma, I met her at my rehab facility.
Okay.
It's in the documentary. So I met her there, and she's like this very loving, wonderful person who's always rescuing animals.
Right.
She runs like an animal rescue. So she got a hold of Billy the cat, and she took him to the vet, and I was supposed to go pick up Billy the cat at the vet.
Yeah.
She calls me and says, Billy's there. I'm like, okay. She goes, I gave them your name, Axel, but I told them that I'm not sure if that's your full name or if it's your stage name, because I gifted a performance to Selma for her birthday. I gave her a 45-minute set. And I started to think about it. I was like, does she think that my name is not my actual name? Like,
right.
is my stage name Axel, and that's who I go by? Like,
Oh my.
I started to think about that, and I was like, I've known Selma for 2 years now. Does she not know my actual name? Like,
On her phone, your stage name Axel.
it's on Facebook. My name is Axel. But I started thinking about it. I was like,
It could be your fan page, maybe.
I don't know.
She probably thinks. Hey.
I really don't know. So I started thinking about it. I was like, does she know my name? Like, does she know my actual name? Like,
Right.
not.
Did you tell her?
I don't know what
You
to
didn't have to
say.
respond
I thought
to
it was a
it.
joke. I thought
Yeah.
she was joking. But I started thinking about
Did
it.
you laugh?
I laughed.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed it off. And then when I went I showed up to the vet to pick up Billy the cat. The lady goes, "Oh, are you Axel?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's looking at me like head to toe, like I'm tatted up. So I'm like, I hope she doesn't think that I'm a rock star or
Or some
dressing
kind of
like a rock
celebrity
star.
or something. Yeah.
Because I'm like, Selma's like, I don't know if that's his actual name or if it's his stage name, but he goes by Axel. And she says he goes by
He
Axel.
goes by Axel.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play it off. I'm Axel. That's who I am. She's like, yeah, do you have an ID with you? I was like, yeah, I do. I'll pull out my ID, and she goes, so that is your name? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, okay. So it reminded me of what Selma said about my stage name, and I was like, I was like, I don't know if Selma knows my name or not. And to this day, I don't know. And I don't want to ask her because I'm not a confrontational person. You know, like,
how would you even go about it, right?
Exactly. Like, hey, like, we've known each other for 2 years, right? Like,
what's my name?
what's my name?
That's it.
Just a random. Why?
Yes, yeah.
What's my name? Just answer the question. What's my name?
She's gonna be like, Axel? What a question mark at the end.
Like Axel? But it got me thinking. Because I haven't played guitar since 2017. I've been thinking about making a musical comeback.
It's the return.
The return, yeah.
Is it the return of Axel the person or return Axel the artist?
Oh.
You know?
I don't know.
So, you know, it's crazy about all these shootings that are just happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some people are gonna start. I mean, I'm pretty sure people already feel scared or uncomfortable going to certain places,
Schools, malls,
because of all this that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of sad, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the problem? Are guns the problem or are people the problem?
Obviously, people. I see no fault in the guns at all. The guns aren't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're an object. They have no say in the matter of, oh, I'm not gonna fucking shoot. You can pull my trigger all you want. I'm not gonna fire.
Right.
It's not a sentient being. It's not gonna have a mind of its own.
Exactly.
You know? It's a tool, and that's what I like to call guns. They're tools, because you use them to hunt, you use them for defense. They're a tool. You know, it's always the mind behind the tool is what controls the power that the tool provides.
Right.
So if you have a mind that is corrupted, that wants to do harm, the tool is going to do harm because that's what it's being used for.
Exactly.
If you have a mind that is, I wouldn't say pure, but non-chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
that tool is going to sit in a box or a case wherever it's being contained. It's not going to move. It's not going to do anything about it. The argument is, should we, the public, be allowed to have military weapons? My thing is, like, you don't really need that. Can you own it? Yeah.
We should be able to own it.
You can own it.
You know,
it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just proper training, using it correctly. Go out in the field, an empty field, put targets, shoot at a tree. Fucking have fun with it, dude.
Right.
But it's, like I said, the tool is only
That.
used
Yes, the tool.
as that. It's the mind behind the tool that controls how it's used.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, some people are saying that we should get rid of violent video games.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to laugh with ice in my mouth.
See, so that's the thing, you know, it's not video games. Because eliminate video games.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
Movies.
Yeah.
You can hear it in music.
Yeah.
You can see it on YouTube videos. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Do you know how much content would have to be blocked if that's the route they really want to go? Makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but at the same time, you're going to hurt a lot of companies.
Yep.
Video game companies, TV series producers, directors, like animators. You're gonna hurt their career.
Yes.
You know, nobody's saying violence is the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's saying that violence is the way to go. These are just games. They're not forcing you to do anything. GTA 5, Trevor.
That crazy.
Have you got, how far have you gotten into that game?
I finished the game.
Okay, the mission where you're pulling out some dude's fucking teeth and you're torturing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that was a pretty gruesome scene.
Somebody was actually just playing that mission like last week.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. It's a gruesome mission, but it's a game. You need intel in that game.
Right.
You gotta do whatever it takes. That's why one of those characters that is fucking crazy is the one for the job.
Right.
You know, you don't see Michael or Franklin going out of their way to get this guy's info because Trevor is the fucking.
That's a crazy. That's a lunatic.
He's a lunatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the game is not forcing you to do anything in real life. What's in the game stays in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't go out. Mortal Kombat. You're not gonna go out there and slice some dude's face and fucking poke out their eyes. You know?
No, but if you think about it, then there's things like wrestling.
Well, actually, let me take back that comment because now it's legal to carry swords.
But I mean, there's still.
You're gonna slice some dude's face off.
You're not gonna go slice. You know.
You're gonna challenge him to a fucking duel and shit.
Right. You can carry swords now. I mean, just imagine just walking around with a sword. I mean,
if I were to do that, I'd go out like, I'd dress up the part. You'll see me in fucking like chain link mask, you know, fucking like body armor and the fucking sword.
I mean, with all the shit that's going on nowadays, with all the shootings and all that crazy shit, I'd be terrified to get close to you, honestly, if I see you like that at the park on a Tuesday at 2:00.
Would you feel safer around me though, against the guy with the gun?
If I get shot, I have a possibility of that being it, but like a sword, I don't know. That sounds kind of wild, you know.
Listen, I'm trying to fix a scenario that doesn't exist, right? I'm trying to find a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. But I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't think video games are part of the problem. Again, it's the mind. And I know people are gonna say, well, if the mind is a young mind playing video games that are so violent, why the fuck is that young mind playing violent video games to begin with? You know, as a parent, you should control what your child sees and does. You know, video game wise, you can't control their life, but you can at least control what you put in front of them. It's your money that is buying these video games. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what the fuck the video game is, research it. If you're so against violent games, look into the shit that you're giving your children. Mm-hmm. You know, your teenagers. Check the shit that you're buying for them. You know? But I don't know. That's just me, though.
The mind is a powerful thing. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
The mind is a very powerful thing. Abortion.
Do you want to end the topic with this? I mean, do you want to end the podcast with abortion?
No, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
All I want to know is, should a male have the right to make this decision?
No.
I agree.
You want to know why?
Why?
It's not his body. It's her body. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, you're killing a life. If you were in the womb, would you care if your parents, like, aborted you?
Not when you're in the womb, no.
Because you
have no knowledge or thought process.
Yeah. Now, there are some pregnancies, some terms, that will harm the mother. There's a possibility that the baby can die. There's a possibility that the mother can die. There's no reason why a guy should have a say. In the end, it's her decision. I can't express that enough. It's her decision.
People should do whatever the fuck they want to do with themselves.
Exactly. And I'll never, and I'll always, stay to that. You know, it's her decision.
Right.
I can't change her mind. If she makes up the decision of not keeping it, then she has her reason.
Whatever the reason be, it's her decision.
It's her decision.
Right.
You know? And I know people are going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't have sex if you weren't ready for it. That's not the point. The point is, if she wants to have an abortion, she should have one. It's her decision.
I feel you. Now, before we close out the episode, because we're almost reaching the time we said, what is this non-door dump? What are you talking about?
Okay. About 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation about taking a shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to elaborate more,
the episode with Luigi, yeah,
episode number 2. Mm. You talked about getting pulled over, having to go take a shit really bad, and I talked about me waking up mid shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Te cagaste.
I am not gonna explain further into that. And if you want to hear it, go back to episode number 2. It's somewhere in there. So it got me thinking of something that I should have said on the podcast, but I never got a chance to say it. I don't know how your high school was, but my high school T buildings, you know, the ones that are outside the
trailer ones?
Yeah, those?
Yeah.
The restroom stall doors were gone.
What?
And there was one time.
None at all?
No doors whatsoever. They were toilet seats, but there was no doors, you know? So if you had to take a shit, you had to be fucking brave.
Not in high school.
In high school, bro.
I couldn't do it.
Could you imagine somebody walking in, hey, this motherfucker's taking a shit. Everybody's gonna fucking huddle, fucking pull out the cameras and take a picture.
All over social media.
Okay. So, that being said, there was a shit, dude, that I felt so bad for whoever took it.
Yeah.
But there was a shit, and I shit you not, no pun intended, between my elbow to about my wrist.
Okay.
And it was yay thick.
What the fuck?
A little bit. Think of it like a $50 diameter. That fucking thick, dude.
What the hell?
And it was not broken. It was a solid one piece. It was a fucking snake. It was a snake, bro. So
hell,
I can only imagine having to sit there and not pinch, or the way that I say, make a scissor out of your asshole.
Yeah.
and cut it. You let it all out in just one long straight shot.
That's gruesome.
That's gruesome, bro. That had her hurt on the way out. But the brave soul, bro, that sat there and was like, I'm gonna take this dump now. I don't care who's gonna come in and who sees me taking this dump. But
I'm gonna take care of business.
I'm gonna take care of business. I'm gonna leave them a present for this shit.
Right.
But goddamn, bro, that was the most like brutal shit I ever seen, dude.
Damn.
You ever see some shit and you just can't help but stare at it, and it's processed in your mind like,
how the fuck?
That is shit. But how did it come out of an asshole? That was me. I was looking at it and I was like wow, like that's art, dude. Like that's art. Like for you not to cut it, that's art. Just one shot, out. It was insane, dude.
That's wild.
It was insane.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time that we start wrapping up.
I really hate to end the podcast on a shit note, but that was it, man. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hope you guys have a great week. Take care.
We're out.